Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. It looks like a much anticipated fight between Danny Garcia and Showtime's Shawn Porter has been slightly pushed back to September 8th. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, a fight that was rumored to happen late August, I think around August 25th, looks like it's getting pushed back. That's the word in boxing circles, to September 8th. Now, there's supposed to be a heavyweight fight between Adam Kanowski, I believe he's of Polish descent, versus Charles Martin, and he's supposed to be on the card, and he was just kind of interviewing and saying that's the case. And I think other people have investigated, which it sounds plausible because at the end of the day, the fight still hasn't been officially announced, so maybe they had to get together some last-minute details, finalize some last-minute aspects, but it looks like the fight is still a go. Barclays Center, September 8th. Listen, I don't know what HBO's doing, but Showtime is killing the competition, people. They're providing not only quantity, but quality. Now, there's different tiers, like the card they just announced with Devin Alexander versus Andre Berto. That's solid. That's a solid card. I'm looking forward to it. I really want to see the main event. You also have my dude Peter Kid Chocolate Quillen versus J. Leon Love, Joey Spencer on the card, right? Luis Collazo on that card. So that's a good card for New York, for Fox. It's going to be on Fox, that particular one. And it's just a bunch of names on that particular card. But then you have more fights. You have some other fights that have more, I guess, meaning and merit, like to their divisions, to the respective divisions, like Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, which, again, it hasn't been officially announced, but from what I've heard, both people are on board now. We know Keith Thurman, we don't know when he's coming back, but we know he's not coming back before that, right? He already relinquished and vacated his belt, so that frees up the belt. I mean, who wouldn't want to fight to become a champion, former champions like Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter? So Shawn Porter's been calling for that fight for a while. I actually have an exclusive interview with Shawn Porter where he was telling Danny Garcia, yo, like, you know what I mean? Basically, if you think I'm not this and that, then let's settle it. Let's have a fight. We'll see who's what, right? Then you have Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter coming up. I mean, Showtime, I say Showtime, but I guess it should be Premier Boxing Champions, but a lot of it is on Showtime particularly. But Al Heyman, Premier Boxing Champions, and that whole, and all of its affiliates, I guess is the best word, because some fights like Devin Alexander, Andre Berto, it's not on Showtime, it's going to be on Fox, but still through Al Heyman and PBC, and they just have a good thing going right now. Great for boxing. And a lot of people, they said Al Heyman ain't this and that, he's a cancer to boxing, but just imagine this whole year if we didn't get any of these Al Heyman fights. What would the months look like? You know, we would have Crawford Horn, we would have had Kovalev versus Igor Mikhalkin, we would have Lucas Matisse versus Taram Karam. These are all other promoters who would put on fights outside of Al Heyman. So I think they got a good thing going. I'm looking forward to Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter. Stylistically, it doesn't get much better than that as a fight, as a competitive fight, because what Shawn Porter does well should give Danny Garcia issue. What Danny Garcia does well should give Shawn Porter issue. Just to quickly recap, Shawn Porter's in your face. He's durable. He's about that action. He likes to stay in front of you, and he's athletic in doing so, right? He could pump out a jab. He says he could box even more than what people have seen. He battled adversity in his last fight. I covered that fight against Adrian Granados. He had a bad injury, and I talked to his dad at the time, Kenny Porter, shout out to them. He said that Shawn was he's not used to getting injured. You know, all the fights, you know what I mean, tough fights and stuff that he's been in, he's not used to sustaining an injury early on and having to battle through a nagging injury. So sometimes that throws guys off. And Kenny said that Shawn was kind of checking out a little bit, and he's like, no, man, we didn't come this far to this. And then that got Shawn's head back in the game. And I thought, out of all people that Granados had faced, I think Shawn Porter probably beat him most convincingly. A lot of the other, like the Felix Diaz fight with Granados, extremely close. You know what I mean? A lot of people, Broner's fight with Granados, I don't think it was that as clear cut, even though I had Broner winning that. Danny Garcia, very impeccable timing, good fighter, and he's only once beaten to Keith Thurman, so it's just a hell of a fight. Waiting for the official announcement. Let me know who you're picking for that fight, but it looks like we'll have to wait. And actually, I like this better because September's lit. If this happens September 8th to start the month, we have this. In between, we'll have probably Joshua versus Povetkin, and we'll have Canelo. Actually, Joshua Povetkin will be closer to the end of the month. The middle will have Canelo versus Triple G. I mean, that's a hell of a month right there. September, that's cracking, right? Just those 3 fights. Now, I know a lot of people wanted to see, including myself, Joshua Wilder, but hey, didn't look like the fight got made, so it looks like he's fighting Povetkin. But that's still a very good month for boxing fans. Big names, big fights, back to back to back. You know, Canelo, Triple G settled the score in a rematch to start off the month. Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter. So it's cracking in September. Shout out to the Virgos. Let me know what you guys think. Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, who would you pick to win and why? Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe for the latest and greatest in boxing. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.